it's Hippie here at Hippie's Common Sense Corner. Today is Sunday, March 28th, I believe, 2021. We got Apex here with me again today. And before we get started, I'd like to make a couple of apologies. On our last upload, which was Friday, March 26th, we said we were going to upload 2 on Friday, 3 or 4 on the next day, Saturday. Well, on Friday we just ran out of time, and again we apologize. So we at least gave you one to watch, and then on Saturday we were going to do the 3 or 4 on Saturday. But when I woke up in the morning, there was a text message from Apex saying he wasn't feeling good. And if you remember on Friday's video, he did mention he's not integrated cells, like neither am I. And I was hoping he'd come back, and I actually didn't even think we were going to be able to do it today because I figured he'd be out again today, but he's here. And we have a couple updates we'd like to give you, if you give us a few moments. One, we were thinking about starting 3 different channels. We want to do, like we mentioned in Friday's video, we want to do a movie review, music review, and wrestling review. But we changed our mind. We're going to be doing
Apex, or Hippie and Apex's multimedia channel.
Yeah, where you can come to get our opinions. And we're not going to say we're movie critics or song critics or wrestling. We just want to give our opinion on what we think is good or not good. You take it from there.
Right.
You know, that's what's great about this country. I can voice my opinion. You can take it, throw it back at me. It's up to you what you like. So, I remember in the '80s, back when Cisco and Ebert, they would be
thumbs up.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up or up and down, whatever. And then if somebody would tell them, because I was down in Chicago one time when they were there, right, and somebody told them, kind of said to Ebert, "Hey, I disagreed with you on whatever movie," and they both kind of got pissed off about that. It's
right.
And then if you agree with us, put it in the comments. And I'd like to give you another update. When you want to leave us comment or questions or anything, do not use any of those addresses down below right now in the comments. We're going to give you a whole new setup. We're going to be on
Twitter,
email.
Email. We're gonna have different emails and stuff, so that way you guys can get in contact with us.
Right, Gmail, Twitter,
Instagram,
Facebook, maybe TikTok, and anything else that may pop up. Plus, probably within the next, say, 6 months, we're going to even give you a post office box.
Right.
To be able to send, because if this channel grows big enough, and we're hoping you'll help us grow this, we're going to have clubs that in different entries, and it ain't going to be like $19.95, $2.99 to maybe $9.99 to join different levels of it.
And there's also another thing we're considering in the future. Once this channel gets a little bit bigger, we want to do apparel and stuff like Hippie's Common Sense Corner, have representation of our brand.
Right. Yeah, we're going to be selling our own product from our P.O. box. So every time you want to contact us, you can contact us through the future address at medias, post office box, whatever. I'm even thinking about shooting myself in the foot here. And I know I'm going to pay for this, but I'm even thinking about going to get one of those prepaid phones. And they can call us on that. And then if we do the club thing, the people that are membered, they can come, call there, and there'll be messages there for them. And then, like greetings, and then they can leave their comments there too. And
right.
So, but it's just, I don't know what we're doing yet because we need this to grow more, but
we're playing it by ear.
Yeah,
basically.
But we're always planning. We're always, 3 to 5 steps ahead, isn't that movie?
Correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, just stick along for the ride. We got some interesting stuff to talk about.
And we're all for suggestions. We really are.
We really are. Like, if you have any incentive on what we, should debate about or even talk about, feel free to leave those in the comments.
Or you think there's another channel you'd like us to, start? We're up for it. If you don't mind me saying, you're on disability.
Yes.
I'm semi-retired. Yeah. Are we doing this for the money? Yeah, but no, not really. We're just doing this to have something to do.
Right.
So, and to entertain people. I used to be a singer. I was in a singer of a lot of bands. I had like 6 bands of my whole life myself. And I love entertaining people. So, and I can't sing anymore. I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket anymore. But, I still like to entertain people.
Right.
A lot of people, some people are good at a lot of things. I'm only good at 2 things. Looking good and showing off. No, showing off really. But no, I do. I really enjoy shooting, showing off. Back when I was shooting pool, and this is a true story. If we were in a bar and the pool table was in the back room and I shoot against my brother last call. Oh, talk about last call. In the next episode or 2, maybe even if you have time to do another episode today, I'd like to do one about my brother. If not, it'll be up probably next week, or next time we do this. We'd be in a back room shooting pool. I couldn't shoot worth a shit. We go to another bar and the pool table is right by the bar where everybody is. I was great. I couldn't miss a shot. Because I liked...
You had to perform.
Yeah. So stick with us and help us grow this, and we'll take you along for the ride. And we're shooting for the stars right now, so we might only get above the trees, but I like setting high goals.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, I like setting up high goals, and I think right now the top of the trees isn't the limit. He says the sky. I'd like to go past Mars. Really, is where I would like to hit one day. So take it from there, and we'll bring you along. So please, if you have any suggestions, even to tell us to shut the fuck up, and please don't forget to hit the thumbs up or down. And if you haven't yet, which not too many people have, please hit the subscribe. Tell a friend. Matter of fact, print this picture right now, throw darts at it. Send it when we get the PO box. Send it to us. Best looking one with the most holes. We might give you a prize. Who knows? So
you can even use a BB gun. Shit, yeah. We don't care.
Or an M16. It doesn't matter.
Blow that shit up.
Yeah.
But
throw sticks of dynamite. Who cares?
But basically, what me and Hippie here want to do is we want to succeed at what we do. This is a passion we have. And to some people it may not seem like a big deal, but for us it is. And the reason for that is because we're putting a lot of time and effort behind this camera. We're giving you incentives. We're giving you real life facts about stuff. We're trying to be
accurate to it, truthful.
Truth, yes. We're trying to be very blunt about everything, and if you know the old saying, "I'm blunt, God rolled me that way," that's basically the truth.
Yeah, and with us, are we telling 100% of the truth on a lot of our stories? We're telling you as much as we can. Are we telling you 100% truth? No, we might only be telling you 80% of the truth. But you can guarantee that out of that 80%, we're telling you 100% of that 80. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
we're basically giving you the facts.
And when we give you facts or answer, we want to be as truthful as possible and as correct as possible. So challenge us. If you think we're wrong about something, please challenge. Maybe as we grow, we'll make a game out of that too. Give them a hat or something.
Right.
For every time they proved us wrong.
Right.
And right now, like I said, we were thinking about starting 3 channels, but we're going to go to 1, but there'll be like 3 different topics, and we'll probably grow. Maybe we'll get so big we'll have to start another channel or 2.
Right. But that all depends on you guys. Yep. The more you support us, the more we can expand.
Mm-hmm. And we're just in this for the long haul. I waited many years to do this. I was talking about this, believe it or not, because Apex and I have only met each other. We're introduced on Monday.
Right.
Monday or Tuesday last week. I think we said that in the last video, but You know, it's like I just told my wife I have one problem with him. I keep forgetting that we just met. You know, because it's like we've known each other.
Right.
At least since we were 18. He's 37. I'm going to be 50. He's going to be 38. I'm going to be 53. And it seems like we've known each other since you were 18.
Chemistry's definitely there.
Yeah. We're always on the same track. I say something, he'll finish it for me. Like he's done a couple times on these videos. So, and trust me, get the fuck out of my head. There ain't enough room for both of us.
You're gonna have to spare some.
But no, you know, we're just here to have a good time and entertain. And we have big. Even if we start that multimedia channel, we're still going to keep this one, and eventually we'd like to take it around with Milwaukee and then Wisconsin. And if we do get big enough, I wouldn't mind going on the road with it. I know where I can get a nice RV where we can pack up and
nice, all right,
and go, you know, and so you know, it's but like Apex said, it's all up to you. You know, maybe
the more interest you show in what we do, the more we can offer you.
You know, by July this might be all down. You know, we don't know because if people aren't watching, I ain't going to be here. You know, we'll try something else.
Right.
And matter of fact, yesterday I was trying to do some video with uploads by myself, and I deleted them. Some of the topics I was touching, we may be banned from YouTube. We may. Okay, because I was talking about politicians, you know, some of the stuff you were catching up on the last video. You know, I'm blunt. You know, like the one thing I said, I don't know about Apex. Don't put me up with these government, you know, these people that hate the government. I love our government. I love our country. I just don't agree with them. But we're not supposed to. You know, if you're voting for someone to make you happy all the time, you're just setting yourself up to be disappointed. You really are.
For failure, basically.
You know, we're here to challenge them, and they're here to challenge, you know, to get us up. They're supposed to get us back up on our feet. All they have to do is help us. The rest is on our own, and we're the ones that have to keep them there and keep them doing their jobs. So, you know, it's. I mean, there's times there's a few presidents I did not like. There's some I just downright could not stand or even respect. But I could always find a way to at least respect the title. And trust me, as this goes, you'll see I may get into some very troubled waters. So we may get banned, and if that happens, we'll just figure out another way to do this. You know. So don't. And that's why I said nothing's taboo on this channel. And I keep saying me, because this was my channel. But Apex and I decided we're going to have both channels, but we're always going to be doing our channels together. You'll eventually be seeing me on his channel.
Correct. Like I do plan to do some live streams when I get back home. You know, I'm going to feature Hippie on there so that way he gets a little bit more followers and stuff on YouTube. So.
Right, and he's helping me. That's why when Youngblood left me, I was very discouraged because I didn't know, and I had to stop because I don't know nothing about this. And on one of the on all the videos I said yesterday, well, hopefully this will get, I don't know if this will get loaded on tomorrow, meaning Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but the one thing I do know, it will not be uploaded today, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know?
Right.
So, and that's why I was so discouraged, because I waited a long time to get to that point. And then he leaves, which is fine, okay. But then, you know, I met you, and like I said, I'm not setting the bar up so high that we can't reach it, but I'm going in steps. Right now it's the trees, then maybe it's the sky
and orbit.
Yeah, you know, and nothing would make me happier than take you guys along with us, you know. And the only way we can do it is if you're going to back us, and support us. So,
you know, and that's the thing, you know, I want to come out and say this right away, you know, that's the thing. A lot of people think that most people that say, you know, if it wasn't for the fans, you know, a lot of people think, oh, that's just...
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
That's fine, brother. So, a lot of people say, you know, like, oh, you know, the fans and this and that. You're just using them. It's not like that. Like, a lot of people actually do feed off that encouragement or that criticism. You know, it makes them do better. It strives to do better. And I feel like if you're one of those type of people that believes in something, you should follow your passion no matter what. You know, no matter if you get discouraged or not, maybe take a break from it, but come back to it when you're more secure and proper and ready to do it, you know, attack that issue. So we as people that are interacting with you, you know, we have passion for what we do, and we want to bring that passion out, but we want to make sure that there's a crowd that actually cares first.
Yep. That's the only thing I caught from what you were saying, but it sounded good. But yeah, no, we're gonna take this as far as we can go, and that's that. And another thing I'd like to say is, I know my first set of videos with Young Blood didn't take off that well. They weren't that exciting, but a lot of those topics I felt were very good. You know, they were to the point and the right topics for that moment. And that's why when Apex here decided, you know, agreed to do this with me, I figured, hey, when I set that one up, my goal was the gutters of my house.
Right.
That was my goal. Now it's to the trees, you know. So, give us a chance. We're still learning. I was doing stuff by the script. We're going to get back to the script. This video and the last upload was, you know, we're just winging it for now.
Basically, and
because, excuse me. And the only reason we're winging them right now is because I don't know what you know, we said we're going to do this, like just before we do this, we were going to do a wrestling review, a movie review, a TV series review, and even, you know, first it was a movie review, then it was a music review, the song we were going to cover.
Right.
Then there was a TV series. So I said, hey, then we talked about, you know, start a new channel. I said, let's just do it this way. One more introduction. And this should be the last introduction until, you know, we expand again or whatever.
Right.
So I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. I was just saying, like, you know, we're not paid actors. We're not here to bullshit you. We're here to give you facts about everything, which we have explained earlier in the video. If you're looking for like pure entertainment, you're on the wrong channel. What we are here for is to provide entertainment, but we're also here to state facts.
Yep. Yeah. And I feel we probably have a 75% chance of getting our facts right. You know, but I'm here to, you know, I don't know, I've been retired now, semi-retired now, going on 11 years. I'm bored. You know, I really am. I'm just bored, and I needed something to do, and here we are. But we'll get it down right, and we'll make it interesting and funny, because I'm a smart ass. But, and I think we'll grow on people. Might be like fungus, but we'll grow on people.
Yeah. I believe that, you know, two great minds think alike, and I believe we're at that stage where, you know, we, like today, even before we came on camera, we were talking about wrestling and movies and stuff, and we share a lot of the same interests. Like, there's a lot of stuff we both are educated in that we could share with you guys.
And what's so unique, what's so great about it is, like with the wrestling, or even, let's go with the music.
Okay.
You and I like the same kind of music, but different eras. What people may not realize is I'm 16 years older than you.
Right.
You know, and so that they can get old school,
a taste of both worlds.
Yeah, right, and knowledge from, and two different points of view. You know, it ain't like we're both 40 years old, like, you know, all the same stuff. Well, we do, but at different
points.
Right. Because even when you do, let's go back to the music I really hated, disco. In the early 70s there was disco, and then it changed all the way through, and then they tried to hold on to disco to the early part of the 80s. Mm-hmm. But there was different forms of it.
Right.
You know, and rock and roll is the same way. And I'm not just talking between the 50s and 80s or 50s and 90s. each decade, or between me being 36 and when he hits 36, it's
Right.
but it's the same music, same style music, but two different opinions which are probably the same opinions, but it's about different
Eras.
of it. Yeah, so I think you're going to find out you're going to get a lot of different flavors, I guess. And that's the only word that came to mind on the same topic.
Shaking not stirred.
Right, and but the point where I think even though you're going to give it one thing and I'm going to give it, but we're going to always probably come pretty close on the same point at the end.
Right.
Which I think will make it very interesting.
It will, because they can conclude facts from both of our.
Yeah, and then one day we might go look into, because once people start laying down the comments, we're going to read every comment.
Right. That's my plan.
And like I said in the last video, and I asked you before we came on camera today, I need you're going to take care of the emails and checking all the media spots.
Yes, sir.
Well, I might not be able to read them all. Some of them I'll be able to read because when you come here, you can we'll go through them. So they're going to get my opinion, your opinion. Well, there might be a 13-year-old kid that might know something that we don't know, and then we see it. Hey, yeah, let's cover that, or let's bring that up, So
we could definitely do that. Yeah.
So I think you're going to get bitch slapped from all directions of
Pretty much
information and knowledge. So stick around. I think I feel, because I can say this now because we're still very new. Only way we can go is up.
Right.
And it may struggle to get going up, but once we get to that certain point, hang on. And you guys too, hang on, because you're going for a hell of a ride.
Yes.
I can feel that.
Yes.
Because when we were done with our last upload, I called a lot of friends to tell them, that I'm back uploading again. And they called me back and said, hey, I liked this, or I didn't like, they broke it down for me.
Right.
I said, well, why don't you leave the comments? I tried, but I can't. A lot of people don't realize you have to be signed into YouTube.
Yes.
Maybe, if you can get into one of the email, the hippie.38@hotmail, if you don't know how to log in or sign into YouTube, leave us an email there, okay? If we get 10 or 15, say between 10 and 20 people saying, I don't know how to sign into YouTube,
we can do a tutorial.
Yeah. I'm not just going to do it now yet. See if there's enough people that would be interested in that.
Okay.
And if you want another tutorial or something else, leave it in the hippie.com. That's the only one that we want you to use for right now until we set up our other medias.
Right.
And like I said, it'll probably be about 6 months before we get to P.O. Box, probably about a year, because then I'm going to get 2 prepaid phones. One where they can call anytime, and that's going to be for anybody because it'll be up on our sheet here.
Right.
And then there's going to be another, and that one that you call, you'll be able to leave messages. And then if we get a club, like a club thing going,
right,
depending on what level, every day or so we'll leave a couple messages on there. They can leave messages, and only people that get that number will be the people that are in like money, depending on what tier we decide in the club.
Okay, sounds good.
And then you can be able to leave comments there, but it's going to take a little time for that because we're going to probably have to revenue some money yet, And I know this is probably ballsy or no class. If anybody out there wants to sponsor us, please contact us at hippie.38@hotmail.com and leave your information there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's classy or
no. That's if you guys feel like we're what you are looking for and what we provide is good enough for you, then by all means sponsor us.
Right, but I'm talking about like bigger companies if they want to contact us to sponsor us.
Right.
But the best way the viewers can sponsor us is by leaving comments below or
right,
in the Hippie for now and sponsor us that way. And I can guarantee you, as long as people are interested, And if we're alive, if I live to be 120 and this is still going, I'll still be
Providing entertainment.
Right. Not entertainment, because you just said you.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying not like that form of entertainment.
The knowledge.
But enough.
We'll be providing some kind of knowledge here.
Right.
And the biggest thing I need to get through to you, and I did this on one video. I don't know if I did it in the video or I wrote it in the comments myself. Whatever topic we're covering, please do not overthink it. It just doesn't pay to overthink it. Just get to the point, because that's where a lot of people get in trouble, is because they overthink, and it just ain't worth it. Just use common sense. People, the tip of the day, I guess, is if it sounds like bullshit, it is bullshit. Follow your gut. Just use common sense. If something doesn't sound right, say no.
Go with your instinct.
Yeah, go with your instinct. Say no. Go home and think about it. Put some common sense into it. Common sense is free. It just says a comment. But, go home and think about it. You'll figure it out. You're like, wait a minute. No, this don't sound... Yeah, this is why it didn't sound right. You'll never regret that. I never woke up in the morning and said, I should have never covered my ass so well. So... and even if somebody's like yelling at you, say, "Oh, I need a decision now." Fuck you.
Right.
Because if they confront you, you may say, "Well, if you pass up now, there ain't gonna be another opportunity." Okay, you might not get another opportunity from them. But if they were interested, why wouldn't that guy over there be interested?
Right.
Or if they were that interested in you again, they're gonna walk away that easy? No. Yeah. But take the time to think about it. And you'll never be shortchanged.
Right. I agree fully. I definitely agree. But yeah, I think that what we're doing is, it has a lot of meaning and purpose behind it, and I feel like if this wasn't something that I didn't want to see progress, I wouldn't be here. But obviously, I see something in Hippie and his vision that makes this all the more worth it. So as long as he shares the passion and stays avid with it, I will.
And you and I talked about that. I said, I made you some promises about the future, and I said, only way it'll work is if you had the same compassion and the same effort, and I'll get you to where you need to be.
Right.
And it's on a 5-year schedule, deadline. Might go with 6 or 7, but at least you'll see the progress. The progress will be starting.
Right.
But no, it's. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse here, but I think everybody's in for a treat, including us, and
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and you said you're probably going to be here tomorrow.
Yes, I will be here tomorrow after my doctor appointment.
Okay, I hope you are here tomorrow, and if you are here tomorrow, what do you want to do? A movie review tomorrow?
Yeah, whatever we don't cover today, we can cover tomorrow.
Yeah. How about if we plan on we'll do a movie review and do something like this again, one more time. I know I said no more after this, but one more time to just cover anything else we missed, so that you understand that we want to take this as far as we can go.
We're passionate.
But we're not forcing it either. So, but please leave comments down below. Those first videos I put, the only comments that are in the comment area are from me. Letting the people know what's. So
yeah, hopefully the traffic picks up. And like I said, you guys, you stay with us, and we'll stick with you.
Oh, and another thing is, if you want more of this guy, please go and check out his channel, Apex the Original, all together, no spaces. Just go and check them out, and maybe one day you'll see me over there.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and then if a lot of our future updates will be on you can cover too.
Okay.
Or you say you're doing something on yours and you want to continue it, we can bring it back here. So you're going to get information from both of us now. He's more. I I watched one of your uploads.
I do mostly vlogs and music.
Yeah, I see one of your vlogs, and it wasn't what I was. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
Right.
So I don't know what his topics are. So, but we're going to be eventually combining everything where you get information. We might tell you something on here, and you might expect to get the answer. You may get it, you may not. If you don't get it here, go to his, and reverse.
Either way, you're going to get an answer.
Right. And if you have a question for me, go to his. He'll give me the question.
Yes.
Trust me, he'll give me the damn question.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
So, and we were, like I said, I want to cover this one more time. I don't know why, but I do. We were going to start 3 different channels, but I think your idea better to have one, and then if there's something else, we're going to maybe put more channels together. But anything media is going to be that, and then who knows? We talked about so much today. We put so much in motion today that I got to process that now. So
understandable.
But I can promise you, on our next, I don't think it'll be tomorrow, because the way we're doing this is he lives about 80 miles from me, because from here to Jefferson or Lawton is 49, 30. Yeah, you live about 70, 80 miles from me.
Yeah.
And he only comes down here between the 28th and the 1st. And what we're going to do when he's down here for those 4 or 5 days, or 25th to the 1st, didn't you say?
Yes.
Whatever. We're going to do a few videos and then time set them to be. So you'll get a few videos every week. Well, when he's not down here, I'm going to do some on my own. And then when he comes, until I learn how to do this, my videos, solo will be in. And I promise you, you want to be entertained? Listen to the stories about me and my brother back when. There was a time you did not want to know me, between my drinking and drugs and bar fighting. And my brother, and everybody always said I was the mean one. My brother was even meaner. He really was. He was. And that was back when we were the Butler Boys. I've been in prison. I did most of the 90s in and out of prison. And I'm going to do a solo episode of that. Because in the 90s, you'll hear me talk a lot about 90s. And what's so funny is, I left home at 17. I'm going to touch this real quick if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Just to give them an idea of what kind of stories they may get here. Okay. I left home at 17 years old. I left home a little bit before my 17th birthday, I believe. Okay. I would have turned 18 in May. I left home in January. By 18, or by April of 86, I was already went to trial, was found guilty, sent to prison. I spent my 18th birthday in prison. I'd done prison time here in Wisconsin. I did prison in a couple other states, plus I did 18 months of a 25-year sentence in Mexico. And but when I was in Wisconsin here, when I was first sentenced, I was sentenced 2 years. I ended up doing a little over 11 years,
oh, wow.
On and off, because I kept hitting parole. What was so funny is, I was driving truck locally by the time I was 18. By the time I was 21, I was an over-the-road truck driver. Okay. And what would be so funny is my family would have a family gathering. My brother would show up, And they say, "Oh, where's Hippie at?" No, he's on the road. Couple weeks, couple months later, there'd be another party. I show up and they say, "Oh, you should have been here at the last one." "Oh yeah, I was on the road. I was actually in prison." So and I was a mean motherfucker. I was so mean, and until I quit drinking. So there's going to be an episode about my brother and I and the Butler boys, and I guarantee, I can promise you will laugh about that.
Okay.
So, and then and I'm sure there's gonna be times where you're gonna be doing videos and putting them up here too. So
okay. Yeah, that's definitely
that
gonna happen.
blend in when you're down here when we put up our regular uploads. So
Sounds good.
you're gonna be. He's half right. We're not going to entertain you as an entertainer, but you are going to be. I guess you are going to be entertained too.
To a degree.
Yeah, to a big degree, because this channel, it has no hope. One day we might be on here, we might be crying about something, who knows, or bitching about something, or laughing, and we just want to share it with people,
Right. Yeah, we just hope that you guys, stick with us. That's all we ask for.
Yeah, and please, even if it's bad comments, or you don't like us, or you think we're idiots, leave it down below. Go to hippie.com. But you'll be down, the 25th of next month?
Yes.
Or maybe tomorrow, if you come, we'll start doing those other addresses.
Okay.
So today kind of got away on us, but we did it, got a late start though too. So, but it'll all come together, and like I said, we'll have a lot of contests too, I believe. Where somebody, we give out bad information, somebody corrects us and proves us wrong, they may win something, like a hat. Well, if somebody does it 2-3 times, they get something better,
Right.
And so, come for the ride. You won't be happy. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I'd just like to say that I think what Hippie is doing here is a great thing. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm fresh.
Glad to have you along.
Thank you. I'm fresh to this experience. I've never done anything like this. I mean, I've done like vlogs and stuff, but I've never done anything to this degree. So it's going to be nice to kind of break out of my shell and be able to experiment a little more.
And I'd like to cover one more thing. On the last video that we did, I told you about this, where if we have a certain topic, it's going to be up there. Right now, you see this piece of paper, Hippie? We're going to make another one. It'll either be this one, Hippie, or it'll say Hippie with entertainment. And why that will be up there is if we're doing a topic and I don't have something to put up there, or if it's a topic like this where we're covering a lot of things.
Right.
Instead of having 5-6 things up there, it'll just be this piece of paper. But then what else I'm going to do is, like if I would have thought about it, I would have put one on this, meaning this was the first one we did this way. So if we do it a second time, there'll be 2, 3. So if you ever want to go back to watch us, at least you have something to mark it with.
Right.
Because, like on one of them I deleted yesterday, and maybe I covered this on the last upload. I watch a lot of YouTube. My favorites is Michael Francis, the ex-mob guy, because I like him because he's so truthful. Is he telling us 100% truth? No, he can't. But the 80% he's telling you, we're getting the whole 100% of what he can tell us, okay?
Right.
And he doesn't sugarcoat it. The other guy I like is Mr. Ballin.
Yes.
John Ballin. Go and check out his channel. He's an ex-SEAL. He gives you three stories a day. They do about 4 or 5 a week. Class act. What's Wacky Witch, Oh My Gosh. And what I was getting at is, one time I was watching Oh, Larry Lawton's another one. I was watching Larry Lawton about prison, and I was talking to somebody, telling them how, prison, and they go, oh no. I said, I can prove it. How? I went to go look up Larry Lawton. Well, they're all kind of the same, so I couldn't find it.
Right.
So if we have a topic here, like I said, I believe on the Friday video, the last video, if we're talking about the helmet law, I'd have a motorcycle helmet up here, okay? So this way, we'd be like, oh yeah, I heard that. What's he talking? Oh, helmet. Oh no, yeah, there's a helmet there. Okay, that must be the one. So we're going to try to make it so if you need to go back.
We're going to try to define every subject
right,
we do.
So it's just, you're not wasting time searching for us. You can spend that time actually watching our newer videos, or going after what you exactly want. So.
And another thing Hippie said is that we're going to start dating these videos, so that way, like, if you guys
know when we wrote them, or because there's even going to be numbers on the next to the titles.
Yeah.
And we'll explain that, but you'll know when I wrote it, when we wrote the script, when we videotaped it, and when we uploaded it.
Right.
So you can all use that for all cross references, because I know this sounds so lame, and everybody uses this, especially the big stars. Our viewers are very important to us.
I was just talking about that. Without a crowd, you really don't have a crowd.
Right.
And when you have people that share that interest with you and believe in you and stuff, it gives you hope. It gives you incentive to keep going.
Yeah. Apex and I were talking about this earlier before we came on camera. Even like when I was in the band, there was nothing more important to me than the viewers, the people out in the audience, at the wedding or the church festival or wherever, the state fair, county fair, wherever we were at.
Right. And
what did I say to you? Why the hell would this be any different if the viewers aren't important, Because without them, we might as well just be sitting here playing, having thumb wrestling, thumb wrestling or something,
Right.
So that's why I keep saying, and so does Apex, leave it down below. Go to hippie.com for right now. Eventually, we're going to give you so many ways to contact us. You're going to feel like you're family to us, and that's what we want. We want you to be able to come to us and trust what we're telling. And we're going to make mistakes. There's no doubt about it. And we're not going to do it on purpose. If you catch a mistake, bring it, and we'll do our best to set it straight. And maybe we can even explain why we thought it was this way.
Right.
That's why I have a lot of trouble with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that cannot admit they're wrong. They just can't. Back in the 80s and 90s, see, we're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. This is where I basically grew up. Well, actually, we're in Cudahy, a suburb, but down in Milwaukee in the 80s and 90s, there was a radio talk show on the local station. I'm not going to say any names because the gentleman's dead. And he would talk to the audience like we are here. He would take questions. If somebody proved them wrong, he'd say, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. He'd hang up on you. And everybody thought this guy was great. He was a coward. He really was. If you can't admit you're wrong, what the hell is that?
Right.
So, like I said, we give you wrong information, point it out to us. We won't only correct it, maybe if we figure out where we got the information from, we can even explain to you why we thought it was that way. And then we both learn, we all learn something.
Yeah, basically understand we all crawl before we walk.
Yep. Not me. I can land on my feet and I ran. Because there was a fucking cop behind me. But no, like I said, I'm a smart ass.
He's got good humor.
But I'm also a smart ass, and sometimes I go too far. If I did leave it alone, I'll be the first one to apologize. Wasn't it the first thing I said to you the first time we talked? Don't take what I say serious. If I get too close to the line or cross it, give me a chance to explain. I'll be the first one to apologize. And one time I made that comment about the sex change.
Yes.
What was it? The next day, I apologized for it.
Right.
And you did take it as a joke, but that was at other texts that you sent me that I didn't get right before the one I sent you that you didn't get. You know, so
right.
there's some miscommunication. So, but no, like I put on one of the videos I deleted. I'm not prejudiced. People think I'm not prejudiced at all. And I can even prove it. I hate everybody equally. There's only a few people I like. You know, but no, it's but I'm kind of funny that way. I love people, but I like them at a distance.
Right.
And I think it goes back to my prison days and all the years I spent driving truck and on the motorcycle. That's why I have one real brother. I have a lot of half brothers and sisters. Okay, a lot of them. I only have one real brother, and him and I do not get along. And one of, I think, his biggest problems was he was married by the time he was 18, and father by the time he was 19. And I'm 4 years older than him. Okay, and I got, like I said, I have so many, but only one whole brother. And I think, but he had a problem with me as I would have turned 42 in May of 2010. I didn't get married till February 26, 2010. I've had 3 daughters that have passed away. I have 1 son. Him and I don't talk. I love the hell out of him. You know, there's nothing I won't do for the kid, but we just don't get along. I rub people the wrong way. Like I put on one of the videos I deleted. With me, my brother last call did it really good one time. Yeah, let me hit this. We were out at a bar. I was talking to this girl, and she goes up to my brother and goes, "Tell me about Hippie." He goes, "Tell you about it." First he goes, "What?" She goes, "Explain Hippie to me." He looks at her like, "What the hell are you talking about? Explain Hippie." "Yeah, I like your brother. I want to know more about him." He said, "The only way you can explain him, you have to experience him. You can't explain Hippie. You either like him or you don't. You either like him or hate him. There's no in between. The only way to understand me is to experience me." Okay? And I guess that's kind of fucked up, but that's the way I am. I came out very rough. You have to realize I've been shot 3 times, stabbed 4. I was left in an alley for dead after I was jumped by 7 people. Beat with baseball bats, chains, tire irons, everything. My brother last call happened to come through the alley. And it was an alley we would always walk from his house, which him and I became roommates, to the bar. And every now and then you'd see a bum laying in the middle of the alley, and cars go through there, we'd pick him up, put him off to the side.
Right.
Well, he seen me laying there, he thought it was a bum, and he recognized the jacket. He goes, "Oh my God, it's Hippie." He picks me up, and the bar is here on 1 street, on 16th, and the alley's between 16th and 17th. He goes to the end of the alley, because you're going to go cut through from the back, comes around, puts me on the pool table, and there I am, half dead. I mean, I was in a coma for 3.5 weeks. You know, so, you know, I don't trust easy. It's very hard for me to trust. I love talking to people. I love sharing what I know. I love helping people. But at the same time, at a distance. I keep people at arm's length. And it isn't because I don't like you close. Well, it's I have a problem with trust. And being in prison, if anybody out there that's ever been in prison, you know there's no privacy.
Right.
So, and then like I said, I drove truck. And when I started driving truck over the road, I'd be gone for months and years at a time. I lived on the road.
Right.
Okay. And yeah, you get out and go to a truck stop or go and get your load, drop off, pick up, whatever. But, you know, back then we drive, 10 hours a day, 11 hours, whatever. Most of the time you're alone, but between a radio and a CD. So, trust me, I'll come off cold at times. But how long did it take you to understand me? What, an hour? You know,
Very much.
so, and I would, like I said, years ago I was a badass. I really was. But now I got off. I love helping people. I really do. So if you guys can walk away with something from our videos, steal it. You know, just take that advice and do what you can with it.
Right.
You know, and all I want for it is a thank you, and a like or a subscribe or even a dislike or a bad comment. But it's yours. You know, if I can help somebody else move ahead, go.
Right.
So, anything else you'd like to cover? And I'm sorry I interrupted you on that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't mean to go off like that, but
No, I you know, like, Hippie's a good guy. Obviously, you guys know him a little bit better than I do because you've watched his videos for a lot longer than I've known him. But what he does say makes good and valid points, and if you guys are, you know, like, really into what we have to say, just stick with us. Like, I know I say that a lot, but it's so true. Like, without a crowd or without fans, we really aren't, you know, we aren't anything to the community without our fans, you know. So just be supportive. That's all we ask. You know, like, do what you can, a like, a comment, whatever you can to help support the channel. That's all we ask.
right. And we're always repeating ourselves about sticking with us, because on those other videos, those first videos I released with Youngblood, I didn't get hardly any likes, any subscribers. You remember when I showed you there was hardly nothing there, you know, but I had like out of 4 or 5 videos, whatever I had. But I had less than 20 views on there, you know.
Right.
Or likes or whatever at that time. You know, when you go inside to analyze, you know, there wasn't shit there. So, you know, we want you to share this, you know, and get
the word out.
Yeah, get the word out. And we will make it more interesting, fun, and exciting.
Yeah, we'll cover other topics and stuff. Like, right now we're still in our beginning stages, but once we get a little bit more advanced in what we want to talk about, we'll get more
It'll be less about us and more about the topics. Right now we're just trying to get our point through to make sure everybody understands. I mean, even that last video, you looked at it. We got a good, halfway decent response.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I was actually pretty proud of that.
So if we could double that and do that, keep doubling, or getting a third more every upload, we would be grateful.
Yes.
And then,
grateful.
And then the more popular we get, and more money we make, even the prizes will be better, and the contests, and
the more we can expand.
Right, and please, and I cannot say this enough, I said a lot of those other videos, go back and watch them. Please share this. Please leave the comments below. And, even the ones we may not like, we will respond to them.
Right.
And we won't insult anybody. We might say, hey, we're not happy about this, but it might help us improve ourselves or even our upload, so.
Basically, we're looking for constructive criticism, but if you can do it without being a dick, that's even better.
Yeah, but if that's what they want to do it.
They have that option. But I'm saying if you guys can do it at a mature level, that's even better.
Right. But don't think I really hate you, motherfucker. Don't think you can't put that on there. Because I might just put, I hate you too.
Pretty much.
Or I might put, I love you. Who the fuck knows? It depends what mood I'm in.
Right.
But, if you give us your dislikes, we can grow with that as much as we can with the good comments. So,
see, the thing that's good about likes and dislikes is if you get
it's a barometer. It's a barometer.
But it's more like a leveling system for me, because if I get more likes than I get dislikes, then I know people are entertained. But if I get more dislikes than I get likes, then I know I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
And it gives me a chance to prepare myself to be better.
Right. Like if we do a movie review, we might do one on Goodfellas, okay?
Okay.
And we might get say 100 likes off of that video. Then we might do fake back or Rollback Mountain or whatever, the one about Rollback Mountain. Well, then that one we might get 2 likes. Well, then we know we stick away, or we might do a love movie, like a love story. we might not get many like. Well, then we know we stick away with, we stick more with the mafia movies, or we compare, say, Goodfellas with another favorite movie of yours of mine, Roadhouse.
Right.
Goodfellas might get 100 likes. Roadhouse might only get 10. Well, then we know to stay away from that. That kind of movie, that actor, especially if they put in there, well, I liked your commentary, but I don't care for the topic, or I don't even care for this actor. We'll stick away from those.
Right,
or
right.
maybe we can even do the movie with that actor and explain why he's that way, or whatever.
Right, right.
So no information you give us is going to be useless. We'll take it.
There's a cause and effect for everything.
Yeah.
So, like Hippie said though, we're gonna be doing a lot of different stuff on here. It's not gonna just be one subject all the time. Like right now, it may seem like that because, like I said, we're still starting out and getting a feel for each other and learning the ins and outs. But once we feel adequate and more comfortable with each other, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys will be there for that evolution.
Yeah, and like one upload might be about a movie. Next upload might be something that happened to you on your way back to your home, or on your way down. Or it might be an old story of mine, because I got stories that could fill up a library. I really do.
Right.
A lot of them are going to sound like they're of mine or making them up. I got a good imagination, but it's not that good. It really isn't.
Right.
I mean, I can't even stress how much and how good some of these stories are. And what's funny is some of them are, very hairy, ugly, dark. But what's so unique about them is you can actually dress them a little bit to make them a bedtime story for your kids. You really can.
Right.
You just have to change a couple things here. You'll see. You should not be disappointed. I'm not going to say you won't be disappointed. You shouldn't be disappointed. You should. The more you get to understand the way I think and the way Apex thinks, it'll all come together and will be under your skin like a drug. We really will.
Right.
Next thing you know, we're going to hear that you're going to have a fucking AA meeting on our show. So stick around. So anything else, or maybe we should end it here.
Honestly, yeah, I just want to say thank you guys if you stuck with us throughout this entire video to its entirety. On behalf of Hippie, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and I got one more thing to say.
Go for it.
Do me one favor. Let's bring common sense back to being common again. That's the only thing I ask.
And all I ask is loyalty comes back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, loyalty. But help me bring common sense back, and be good to each other. Be safe. As Michael Francis says, be safe, be good, be safe, be healthy. Love you.